Hi everyone, and welcome to your April 2016 Runescope. With me, my name is Amanda. This month I'm going to be starting something new over on my Vimeo On Demand page. I'm going to be doing a one-card spiritual guidance reading for each sign that goes along with your reading here. For those of you that are interested in that. This month I'm going to be using the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck by Doreen Virtue. So yeah, I'm doing this for two reasons. The first being that the spread that I do, it doesn't really offer, there's advice woven throughout, but there's no really position for spiritual guidance. And I know a lot of people connect with these types of decks. So I wanted to incorporate those. I also have a lot of those decks. That was reason number two. This will give me a chance to utilize those. Because they have direct messages, these Oracle decks, I find them a little limiting when I'm doing a full spread or a reading. But for direct spiritual guidance, they are pretty perfect for that. So I'll be doing that, give you the message and the meaning of the card, but also messages that I'm getting for each of you and the spiritual guidance. So for those of you that are interested in that, the link will be below to my on-demand page. And you can go over there and check these out for a small fee and view those. If you're on a mobile device, just tap the arrow beneath this video to open the details section, or you can click show more on a computer and it will open that section. But without further ado, on to your April reading. Hi there, Virgo. Welcome to your April 2016 Runescope. This month I'm going to be using the runes, of course, but also the Golden Tarot by Cat Black. This was gifted to me by a special someone, so I decided to break it in. While I was shuffling, I did have two cards pop out, so I always include those in the reading when that happens. But let's see what runes want to speak to you for April 2016, but then we'll lay out the rest of the tarot cards. Do check the video for your rising sign as well, as I always remind you, because these are general readings, so not all of these messages will apply specifically to you. Some will be for other Virgos, but you can get more information, more messages if you check out the video for your rising sign. If you would like a reading that is all about you, you can contact me for a session. I do those on Skype. They are $65 for 30 minutes. Just drop me a line at runescopes4u@gmail.com. That's the number 4 and the letter U if you would like to set up an appointment. You'll find that email address here in the video if you are on a computer, but also down below in the details section. But let's see, Virgo, what they want to tell you for April 2016. Okay, let's lay out the rest of our tarot cards here. We're kind of falling off of our cloth here. Okay. Well, the focus or challenge around the month of April with judgment, for some of you could be waiting on getting a judgment. You may, regarding in a legal case. For some of you, it may be a divorce settlement with the Two of Cups in reverse here. It could be a separating of, two that were once together, separating possessions. It could be a business where you're dividing property, dividing things, and you're waiting on the decision here. Now, some of you, this could just be you're deliberating, you're trying to make a decision, whether to stay or go. Should I break up with this person? Should I leave this person or not? And Virgo, this has been a theme for you. And again, these are general readings, so some of you may be like, yeah, I left ages ago. Well, other Virgos have not, so that's why this keeps coming up. You're all dealing with similar energy, but the way you're moving through it, and you're all individuals, so it's it can drag out these same themes. That's why watching your rising sign can be more specific to your experience. That's more specific to your chart. But some of you, yeah, may just be deliberating about making a decision. And the good news with that is that nothing will happen, you know, until you do make a decision, if you're deliberating. Now, if this is judgment coming from someone else, it does seem like while there may be a bit of a delay, you're very, most of you anyway, are very protected and lucky around whatever is going on with any decision being made by someone else or any judgment being made by someone else or an entity or, you know, the courts or anything like that. But yeah, there may be some delay around as far as finalizing things, finalizing a divorce, finalizing custody, finalizing a separation of property, or a settlement in any kind of legal suit. So patience will be necessary. However, what your target or whatever you have your eyes on, whatever you want to get from this or whatever you want to achieve from a decision that you're making, you know, it's an attainable goal. It's just one of those things that may happen more slowly. So if it is a court case, if it is kind of a bureaucratic decision, or even like a mediation type situation, there could be delays, reschedules, you know, continuances, things like that around, but that's okay. It's still with this rune here, Thor's rune, you're very protected. You have a lot of luck on your side regarding this. So, but yeah, with Two of Cups, this is talking about disunion. It's talking about divorce. It's talking about two people who just really don't relate to each other anymore, or who don't, you know, necessarily want to be together anymore. For some of you, maybe you've stayed together for other people, for the kids, for other extended family members. Maybe you don't want to, you know, look bad in front of the family. Maybe someone gave you advice before you married this person and said, are you know, maybe they didn't care for this person, and now maybe there's a little bit of pride. Like, I'm dreading telling the family. But actually with Manas here, I mean, this indicates a lot of support. I'm not seeing anyone saying, I told you so. I'm not seeing anyone, you know, being condescending in that way. In fact, I mean, these people that, you know, if they were right, which in this case, many of them were, they did give you good advice. You just chose not to heed it. So, but yeah, I do feel like still they would give you good advice, because this is a rune of interdependence. It's a rune of being able to depend on others for help. You know, whatever you need, if you need emotional support, even financial support, I feel like your friends and family members will rally around you if you're the one going through a breakup. Now, for some of you, this could be someone around you dealing with this. It doesn't always, you know, have to be you. This could be someone else going through that kind of energy, going through a breakup or a divorce, and you being there for them, giving them advice, you know, kind of helping them through these delays and things, and being really supportive of their decision. Now, the help that's going to be available to you, it's interesting. We have Ace of Swords in reverse, and Fehu in reverse, and Lagaz in the upright. So there's something coming up where someone's going to be losing money. So for again, coming up with courts and things like that, it could be like, you know, the opposing side is going to have to pay you a lot of money or losing out on money. And you just already know that you've known intuitively, or just really had a strong feeling that that's what was going to happen. And then, yeah, we've got the Five of Coins in what can't be changed, around a male energy that is known to be quite selfish. So yeah, I do feel like those of you who, particularly female Virgos, you know, you're going to be getting what's coming to you. You're going to know that that is coming. But yes, someone may be trying to get out of paying what they owe. They may be trying to, you know, change things, but it's not going to work and you're going to know it. It's like someone tries to take your victory away, or you know, tries to contest a decision, contest a settlement, but it's not going to work. Now, those of you that this is a job or work situation and you're trying to decide, again, should I stay, should I go? Should I leave this partnership? This doesn't always, in these general readings, have to be an emotional partnership. This could just be, you know, maybe a job that you've been with for been there a long time, and you have a lot of connections to people there. You care about a lot of people there because you've known them for ages. But some of you may find that there is something may happen in April where maybe you were up for a promotion and you didn't get it, or maybe you were supposed to get a raise and you're not getting a raise. And because the Five of Coins can talk about concern about money, feeling like, you know, if it's not this, you know, kind of selfish person, yeah, feeling like you, if this is you going through this, feeling like you need help, or, you know, if you don't get a raise or if you don't get this promotion, you're going to need help. And someone may get it that someone may get a promotion or get a raise that you feel is like, this person doesn't do anything. That's another way this can kind of play out here. Like, that person is lazy. That person is always kind of slacking off. They always show up late. Why is that person getting the promotion or getting the raise? So if anything like that happens, for those of you who have been at a job for quite some time, and if it is kind of a repeat of old past things where you feel like you've been taken advantage of or passed over for jobs or promotions that you are more qualified for than the people that are getting them, that is to spur you on to make a decision to leave. Virgo, to start looking in April, because I feel like relatively quickly you would find something and get an offer with the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is about new beginnings, someone making an offer to you, wanting to start something new with you. For some of you, this could be in romance. You know, if you're coming out of a marriage or leaving a relationship, I feel like many of you already have someone that you are interested in, or someone who's interested in you anyway, who's going to be asking you out, wants to go out on a date with you. But this could also be a job offer. It's something that's very emotionally satisfying. So say you don't get a promotion that you were putting in for, and you were really kind of counting on that money, but then you kind of look around and you find a similar job, but for more money than that promotion was going to be with. So, and it's very satisfying to you to kind of be like, yeah, here's my 2 weeks notice because I got a job paying more than that promotion that you passed me over for was going to pay anyway. So anything that falls through is actually a blessing when it comes to money, or anyone kind of fighting or not wanting to pay what they owe you based on a decision made by someone else, Virgo. That's only they're gonna hang themselves with that. Now, some of you, if this is a settlement or you know, involving the courts or a divorce or anything like that, the delay may be what's concerning you. It's like, how am I going to pay all these things off? Or, you know, how am I going to pay the house payment? Or how, you know, if I'm not getting the money until a certain time, or if it doesn't kick in until May or June, how am I supposed to pay for these things? Again, you have people that will help you. People around that will help you, or you're gonna find another opportunity. Some of you may even be taking on a second job, or maybe you're finally starting your own side project to bring in that little bit of extra money until this kind of comes through. But I feel like for many of you, you may be worrying. Like getting ahead of yourself with worry. Be careful about that. It's like the money's fine, but you're just worried about it because of this might happen, or what if this is delayed until then? Well, only look at April with absolutes. I wouldn't play the what if game in April, because you could really kind of work yourself up as far as anxiety goes. And really things look pretty good financially. I feel like you have the money, most of you, but you're just, you're over worrying about the future, and especially any delays around money coming to you, any delays around you increasing your income. I feel like if you start taking steps in April, doing what you can do in April, you know, you're gonna be able to nip this in the bud, or keep it under control. So now those of you that are looking for a new relationship, some of you may just meet, this may be new people that you're meeting, a new group that you're joining, a new website. Some of you may be joining dating websites in April, but some of you may get an offer from a friend to kind of matchmake or hook you up, or maybe they want to introduce you to someone. This is coming up next to the Ace of Cups, so I would consider that, Virgo. You could really hit it off with someone who is connected to someone who's already within your circle, connected to someone that you know rather well, or connected to a group that you are involved in or becoming involved in April. So, yeah, I just feel like there's money coming to you. Things are going to be okay, Virgo, but there's some sort of delay around this. And, but there's no need to work yourself into a frenzy about this. You're going to start, you're going to start something in April, or make plans in April that are going to alleviate this, or it's not going to come to pass as badly as you think. For many of you, I feel like this is the other person. It's like you're winning and taking their money, and they're trying to fight that, or they're trying to contest that, and you're just like, haha, go ahead, it's not gonna work. Because I do feel like with this next to the Judgment card, you just can't go wrong. It seems like you are on the winning side, and it's almost like this person got kind of trying to contest your victory, or trying to take advantage of you. Whether you're a male or female Virgo, doesn't matter. Anyone trying to kind of contest something that is decided in your favor, or something that is a win for you, especially monetarily or financially. Anyone trying to, naysay about this, or rain on your parade, or interfere with this in any way, it's only going to end up kind of hanging them, showing them up for who they really are. So that's what I see for May, Virgo. All in all, a pretty good month. It looks like there could be some new love, and just a few delays. Mercury does turn retrograde at the end of April, so you know how that, the rules for that. If you can put it off, don't sign any contracts or start a new job at the end of April. But anything before the end of April is fair game, or I believe it goes direct mid-month in May. You'll want to check those dates, though. If you have to, you have to, of course, but it could be Mercury's influence that's causing these delays. So 3 weeks max, and things will start moving forward again. If you can keep that in mind, it's just temporary. And it's not going to be, a huge long period of time where you're kind of caught up in delays, or waiting on a payout, or waiting on money. So, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you would like more guidance on that directly from Spirit, you can skip on over to my on-demand Vimeo page. The link is below in the details section. And I'm going to be pulling a card from the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards for spiritual guidance for Virgo for the month of April, and give you more insight on how to handle the challenge of April. So hope to see you over there. If not, Virgo, I will see you back here in May.